On the ground right side. Is this all she wrote? Yes, it is. Number 1 from start to finish. Amsterdam remains at the top of the throne. The Mohawks have won back-to-back PGCBL titles. All the blame can go on that drop, and Longo sends a rocket to left field. Jackson looks up and watches that one fly. Luke Longo with a monster shot for his 6th home run of the campaign.
Off speed, grounder to short, scooped up by Swinney, play at second, throw to first, making a double play. 6-4-3. The Dutchmen leave 3 stranded. The bases were loaded with nobody out, but the Mohawks shutout preserved through 3. Dylan Reed comes in and makes a statement. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. The Mohawks holding on to a 3-run lead.
1-0 to Zeisloft. And that's hit well out to right field. That'll drop down. Riverheart couldn't get there, and it's all the way against the wall. 2 runs have scored. Yaman's rounding 3rd. He is in. A bases-clearing double for Luke Zeisloft makes it a 1-run game. Yaman out of Dayton. And he goes after the first pitch. This is to right center field. Lacurno giving chase. It drops down against the wall. Longo cruises in from 3rd, and Zeisloft gets on his horse. No throw to home. Eddie Yaman with a 2 RBI double. It's a 3-run game. This is a high chopper, and it's let go by Harwood, and it skips away from Sandoval. DeBose is into 3rd. Sandoval bobbles it. DeBose is in. It's a gift for Amsterdam. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, there is a new pitcher for the Pioneers. So done after 6 innings of work is Joe Keldson. He only allowed 1 run on 5 hits. The new pitcher for the Pioneers is Christian Zeely of Seton Hill, not to be confused with Seton Hall. That's Seton Hill. He's a Greensburg, Pennsylvania native, actually a 2-way player. And he'll face a pinch hitter in Eddie Yaman of Dayton, who blasts the first pitch sky high. Calling for it is Muzio. He's called off by Presto. And the shortstop makes it 1 pitch, 1 out. Looking into Zeely's statistics this season on the mound, he has pitched in 11 games, started in 2. In 31 in the 3rd innings, has allowed 22 hits with 19 strikeouts, 19 walks, and a 3.16 ERA. Zeely is actually a 2-way player who plays the infield as well quite a bit for the Pioneers. And so the bottom of the 7th, a quick out recorded. Here's Miller, who bunts it, but it's foul. Yaman pinch hit for Jared Johnson, by the way.
So we'll see if there's a defensive adjustment going into the top of the 8th inning, but first the Mohawks want to try and add on. An interesting decision for Miller to try and bunt, but he did bunt it foul, so now an 0-1 count for him.
Here's the 0-1 to Gage Miller, and it's a fastball outside. Miller looking for his first hit of the night. It's very much still a game in the balance. The Mohawks have been leading since the 3rd, but it stayed a 1-0 game. Elmira very much still alive. Here's the 1-1. That's down low. 2 balls and a strike.
Miller up for the 4th time tonight, but the first time against the new relievers, so let's see. He didn't really have too many pitches to watch in Yaman's at bat. He just saw that 1 pitch, but now he's worked at least a 4-pitch at bat here.
Now the 2-1 delivery, and again it's low and outside from Zeely. 3-1. When doing my prep for Elmira last night into this morning, I saw Zeely's school and I thought it was a typo. I thought it was Seton Hall, not Seton Hill, but it wasn't a typo. He plays at Seton Hill, which is a small school in Pennsylvania. And that's a called strike too. Wow, that looked high and in, Evan, and Miller can't believe it. It's a full count.
Wow, that did not look like that was a strike. Instead, now it's a full count, and the Amsterdam crowd has not been happy with a couple of calls this home plate umpire has made in the recent innings.
Could that be a game-changing type of decision? Payoff pitch with 1 out and nobody on. And that is ball 4. And Miller flips his bat a bit aggressively, saying, you better believe that's a ball. He's on first.
Webster steps up to the plate. The contact-oriented hitter has a runner on first, and he's facing an opposite-handed pitcher, just like he was the first 3 at-bats tonight.
Most recently flew out to center, did Webster. But of course, before that, there were his 2 singles. Can he get a 3rd hit on the day? A fastball down low for a ball. 1-0, the Mohawks leading the Pioneers. This just had to be another close game right after the Mohawks' last 2 playoff encounters. Bunt shown, and it's sent foul behind the plate.
Webster a little bit frustrated with that attempt. He thought that was going to get down, and he was at least going to move Miller up to second, but he slammed the bat against his foot, and we'll see what he's called upon to do now.
Webster taking his time as he steps back into the box. The 1-1 offering. He lifts it out to left field. A lot of ground to cover for Charnetsky, and it bounces in front of him and gets behind him. Levesque has to back him up. And Brewer Webster take a bow. He's 3 for 4 tonight.
He will take it using the opposite field once again. Luke Longo steps up to the plate. Can he be the one that gets that big hit for the Mohawks, breaks this game open? The veteran on the team will have that opportunity.
Longo does not have a hit yet. He was walked in the first. And how about Webster? He now has 3 out of the 6 Mohawks hits tonight. And that's up high. Ball 1. 1 out, 2 runners on for the Mohawks. As that's low and away, and look at this, Miller's taking off, and the throw is in plenty of time. The tag applied by Muzio. Meanwhile, Webster snatches second. But getting that lead runner out and recording the 2nd out of the inning, massive for Elmira. Similar to last night when the Mohawks were leading the Blue Sox, some aggressive decisions offensively from Keith Griffin in a game that you're winning.
It was. He wants to get some more runs, though, get some comfort, but that was a good throw there by the catcher. Schroeder gets that 2nd out, but it is a 2-0 count here to Longo.
And that skips free from Schroeder, and Webster will cruise into 3rd. So the tying run after all, or rather the 2nd run, I should say, after all into 3rd. There are 2 outs, but a hitter's count for Luke Longo. Cam Gurney on deck, and a strike called on the inside corner. Here's the 3-1 offering. Swing and a miss. And how about Zealy working his way back into the count? It's all full.
Well, that will create a big moment in the game. Cam Gurney looming in the on-deck circle, but we'll see if Longo's able to keep the inning alive.
He rips this one to left field, and that is down. It's all the way up to the fence as Brewer Webster is in to score. Luke Longo with an RBI double, and he is fired up. Another RBI for Longo. He keeps on racking them up. 2-0, Amsterdam extends the lead.
A much needed insurance run there. And now Cam Gurney, he's had a good night tonight. He steps up for his 4th time, and a single might be able to get Longo in from second base.
What a season for Luke Longo, and he's still delivering here in the playoffs. Gurney, fans on the first pitch. And yeah, Gurney has had a nice night himself with those couple of singles. In fact, he had the first RBI. Longo with the second to give Amsterdam the 2-0 advantage. And this is driven deep right center field, giving chases Levesque, and he makes the catch. A lot of ground to cover for the center fielder, and for a moment, it seemed like perhaps Cam Gurney was going to hit his first home run of the season, but Levesque said not so fast as that one died down. We've played 7 innings here at Shuttleworth Park. The Mohawks have doubled the lead. It's 2-0. They lead the Pioneers.